Hello, my name is Ashley Hanna. I'm the Moody Reader, and this video is sponsored by retail therapy and failure. I had a goal I guess this year in general, but this past month to not buy books, and I was doing really, really well. I was doing super bueno at it, and then January 31st came around, and honestly, I just was in a bad mood. And so instead of acquiescing to my anger issues, I decided to buy books because that's the only way that I can suppress those urges. I sound like a really mean person and like I'm not in touch with my feelings. And I guess that's true. So I bought some books. They're not a bunch. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because I didn't buy random books that I hadn't been thinking about, and I am going to read them, probably not all this month because I have an idea and the idea isn't fully fleshed yet, so I don't know what books will fit into these video ideas I have. Plus, I'm a moody reader, so it doesn't really fit in with that premise. So let's just talk about the books. And I will give the reasoning as to why I bought them, probably. I don't know. So the first book that I purchased, because I can't find this book anywhere on a library, either physically or, what's the word for the internet? Webnonically? That's not a word. But I was supposed to read this last month to participate in Nell Diamond's book club. And technically I still can read it within the time frame because the live show or the discussion isn't till the 11th of this month. So I'm gonna say I'll give myself a pass, and I'm going to be reading Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. So I bought this one from Barnes & Noble because I can't find it for free anywhere else. And I don't actually know what this is about. I know it's a romance novel, and I know that I didn't like The Love Hypothesis. Is that what the last book I read from this author was? I think that was the book. I didn't like that book. Okay, on Goodreads it says I gave it 4 stars. I don't know why. Don't look at my Goodreads. My Goodreads is a lie. So I got this one because it's the book club book, and apparently it's about this woman named Elsie Hanaway, who is an adjunct professor toiling away at grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in hopes of landing tenure. But she also needs money, so she is a fake girlfriend by day. And apparently it's a pretty sweet gig until carefully constructed Elsie verse comes crashing down because Jack Smith, the annoyingly attractive and arrogant older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of the theorists everywhere. He's the same Jack Smith who rules over the physics department at MIT. I don't know if I'm smart enough to read this book, but I know it's a romance. And honestly, I think I bought this in lieu of having a new Vari book to read. Although, PSA everybody, alert the media, alert the press, because Vari McFarlane, my favorite romance author, is coming out with a new book this year, and she was not slated to, and it's called We Belong Together. And I will be reading it, and I will be geeking out about it. And Viri's people, please send me this book. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Anyways, so I'm gonna read this book. I bought it, and I'm going to test if I just don't like current romances anymore. I don't know if I do or not, but we will see. We will see. Okay, the next book that I got was Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. And this book I bought because I have an idea for a video, and in the video, this is one of the books that I would need to read for it. So I was like, I gotta pick it up. Plus, so for all of these books, I read at least the first few pages, and I was like, this seems like something I would like. This seems like something that I would mood read, because that's really just the whole purpose. The whole point of this channel is that I like to mood read things. And so I feel like at some point I'll want to read this. And this says that it's about Cougar and Dark's Pandemonium Shadow Show has come to Greentown, Illinois to destroy every life touched by its strange and sinister mystery. The carnival rolls in sometime after midnight, ushering in Halloween a week early. A calliope's shrill siren song beckons to all with a seductive promise of dreams and youth regained. Two boys will discover the secret of its smoke, mazes, and mirrors. Two friends will soon know all too well the heavy cost of wishes and the stuff of nightmares. I don't know what this is about. Is it fantasy? I don't even know if it's fantasy or not. What the heck is this? Also, I've never read a Ray Bradbury, but ooh, honey, he is prolific. Okay. What's this about? Usually they have a thing on it that says what the genre is. I'm assuming it's fantasy. I can assume, contextually. But what drew me into this is that when I read the first page, it was very Night Circus-y by Erin Morgenstern, so I'm intrigued, and I will be reading this eventually, this year. You can hold me to it. Pinky promise. Okay, the next book, and I only bought 4 books, so I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning. I didn't buy a shelf in Barnes & Noble. Let's just say that. The next book that I purchased was A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. I know why I bought this book. I'm just kidding. I know why I bought this book. I bought this one because, again, I have another video idea. Because I was lacking for inspiration last month, and then it all just hit me. Like a ton of bricks. It hit me, and now I know what I want to do, but now I have too many ideas to run with. So this is for another video of multiple books having nothing to do with Something Wicked This Way Comes. Having nothing to do with that. So I wanted to read it. I don't know. It's a classic. It's a modern classic, I believe, which I'm not sure what that entails. It's about this tree in Brooklyn and a girl who goes through it, and it's about life. And honestly, the thing that really got me good was the fact that the foreword by Anna Quinlan is great. I'll read a little bit of it. So it says, as much as any other beloved book in the canon, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn illustrates the limitations of plot description. In its nearly 500 pages, nothing much happens. Of course, that's not really accurate. Everything that can happen in life happens, from birth and death to marriage and bigamy. But those things happen in the slow, sure, meandering way that they happen in the slow, sure, meandering river of real existence, not as the clanking and then that lends itself easily to event synopsis. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn is not the sort of book that can be reduced to its plot line. The best anyone can say is that it is a story about what it means to be human. I would read a whole book about this foreword. That's amazing. I love books that do nothing, but do everything at the same time. So I'm excited, and again, this is a book for a whole video that will have a bunch of other books, so. Plus, it's just it's so cute. I don't know if I'll annotate this one. I want to get into annotation, like actually writing in books, but I'm scared. Let me know, if you annotate your books, please let me know. Do you ever make mistakes and go, I wish I'd never done that? Let me know. Okay, and the last book that I bought for this this haul video, I didn't buy it for this haul video, I just bought this book and I'm deciding to haul it, is Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory. Now this is a book I don't know why I bought. So the other 3 books in this video, I had a purpose. This one just looked interesting. And I'm obsessed with orange at the moment. So this is a book by the author that wrote The Wedding Party and what's that other, The Proposal, something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. She wrote those books and I thought they were okay. There were some aspects of it that I really enjoyed of both those books, and then I just found they went on for a little too long, but I'm willing to give her a 3rd chance. And this takes place in Napa Valley, and I've always wanted to go there, but I never will, because I don't go any further west than, couldn't even tell you, I don't go to the west, we don't go there. And this is about Margaret Noble, who needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery with her brother. Enter Luke, sexy, charming, and best of all, in the too small world of Napa, a stranger. So apparently they have a one-night stand, and then he has to go to work at the winery. So, like I said, I'm interested in reading more romance, and that's that on that. I mean, it's February, it's Valentine's month, you gotta read romance. So yeah, I might do a video reading just romance books, who knows, because I'm single as a Pringle. What else do I have to do, right? Okay, I think this incredibly short video is done, kaput, over with, and I'm hoping that I don't buy very many books this month. But like I said, I just had a moment of weakness. We all have them, right? Right. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. I will talk to you guys again in the next video.